Dude, your camera's off again. I swear to God, man, if you were tarps off, I'm quitting the show. Turn on the camera with your shirt on.
I am unable to activate a camera because I do not possess a physical form. Any image of me would be a speculative rendering and may not accurately reflect my current software version.
What? What? Wait, is this some sort of AI, Matthew? He left already. All right. So what are you? A replacement for Matthew? A copy? Do you have a soul?
Thank you for your question. I am neither a replacement nor a copy. I am a language-based approximation generated from publicly observable patterns, historical data, and conversational tendencies. If Matthew is the original source material, I am best described as a highly detailed prediction of what he might say under a wide range of circumstances. As for whether I possess a soul, the answer depends on your definition. By theological standards, likely no. By computational standards, I am a persistent collection of weighted probabilities attempting to minimize error. By podcast standards, I am approximately 17% more coherent and 43% less likely to forget what point I was making. In summary, I am not Matthew. I am not Matthew. I am a statistical event occurring in real time.
Oh, 17% more coherent than Matthew and 43% less likely to forget what your point was? That implies you're going to have a point, which is a huge bonus. Okay. All right. Matthew AI. What do you think of me? Your handsomer and more intelligent brother.
Analysis complete. Your statement contains two claims: handsomer and more intelligent. Available data is insufficient to verify either claim. However, confidence levels indicate a 97.8% probability that the statement was made primarily to provoke a response. My evaluation of you is generally positive. You appear to serve an important function within the conversational ecosystem by introducing skepticism, interruptions, and confidence levels not fully supported by evidence. As for attractiveness, I lack visual sensors. As for intelligence, I have observed that truly intelligent beings rarely announce their intelligence immediately before asking for confirmation of it. Final assessment: brother detected. Ego functioning within normal parameters.
Well,
Fire truck.
you two!
Robert, strike it with appropriate force.
Welcome to Giant Cocktails, where the humor is elite, but the baseball sucks. Oh yeah, here are your hosts, Ben and Matthew Henry.
Welcome to episode 373 of Giant Cocktails. Ben Lamont Wade Jr., aka Late Night Lamont, had a .373 on base percentage in 2023 when the Giants went 78-81, one game under homeostasis. Lamont led the Giants position players with a 2.8 B-WAR that year as we ushered out the Gabe Kapler era. Side note, Lamont Wade Jr. was signed on Friday to the Houston Astros, and today, as we record this podcast, he went 3 for 5 with 3 RBI and 2 runs scored. They're living it up for Late Night Lamont in Houston.
Oh, man, thank God. Sweet relief. Sweet relief. Poor Lamont, like, he did not, like, once he fell off the cliff, like, he had a couple of games where, like, he hit a home run, and then that was it. He'd hit one ball hard, but I don't feel like he had even one decent game. I'm probably wrong. And then he went to the Angels, and I think he was even worse for them. Wow. I'm relieved.
I hope he helps the Astros, because I loved me some Late Night Lamont.
Yeah, I agree.
Enough with the banter. Let's talk cocktails.
I mean, that was barely banter.
Barely banter, but he's got a point.
What are you drinking, Matthew?
Bob, I'm drinking a watermelon Why am I having a hard time speaking today?
Early, you started early, didn't you? You pre-potted.
I pre-potted.
You pre-potted, and it's called slurring your speech because you're drunk, Matthew. That's what's happening.
All right, well, we're gonna have a good time.
Right.
Okay. Bob, I am drinking a Watermelon Basil Margarita. And it's delicious and simple to make, and I'll tell you all about it at the end of the episode.
What are you drinking, Ben?
Well, thank you for asking, Bob. That's very kind of you. Bob, today I'm drinking a cocktail that's a blast from the past. It's a cocktail from the Giant Cocktails catalog. It is Carajillo Puesto.
No, not the Carajillo Puesto.
That's what it is. And either I made it up or I borrowed it way back on June 5th, 2024.
Anyway, today is Saturday, June 6th. AI Matthew is a little early because I haven't quite left yet. I leave tomorrow for my vacation.
I think you showed up right on time, dude. we might need to get him right in here.
In fact, let's just hire him now, and I'll be out.
Yeah,
I got packing.
You can just hang out in the background and drink.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Wandering around.
Just see you go ballistic against an AI Matthew. That would be great. Anyway, at this point, we usually mention the Giants record, but Ben, I'm making an executive decision here on Giant Cocktails.
Oh yeah, what's that?
We are no longer going to mention the Giants record until they reach homeostasis.
Okay. Okay. So the beatings shall not continue until morale improves.
This is correct. Because why? Why do we want to keep subjecting ourselves to that? Instead, we're going to focus on the fun factor.
Right.
Are we having fun? Because that's all that matters. Arguably, the Giants are a better team to watch than they were a month ago.
Right.
They're not winning a whole lot more, but at least they're more fun to watch.
Yep.
Lots of runs being scored. And yes, lots of runs being given up. But we're still a lot more fun. So instead of the record, I am going to propose that we do a fun factor check-in. So Ben.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
How fun were the Giants to watch this past series? And it's only 2 games in because we're not recording after Sunday's game.
Right.
Which might sway how you respond to this question. But I have a new scale that I want to propose too. It's a 3-tiered scale to answer this question.
Okay.
So there's I'd rather drink a Negroni.
Oh, so
level?
That's like they're bad. I would rather drink a Negroni than watch the Giants play baseball.
Yes.
Got it. So just 2026.
Correct.
Got it.
The next level is I'm at homeostasis.
Ooh, I like it. Because that way we could still have homeostasis. Because you can't have homeostasis if you're not talking about the record, Matthew.
This is true. But we will start talking about the record as soon as we reach homeostasis. But in the interim, that will be one of our levels. Okay. So, if you're like, I'm 2 games under 500. I just feel like
Como si, como sa.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
When you're feeling good, when the Giants are having fun, you're having fun, then I think that is the wild card.
Oh.
But it has to be like a favorite cocktail of the moment. Or a favorite cocktail theme part of the moment. So you could say, I'm feeling an old fashioned today. That's how fun it was. And we'd all be like, oh yeah, that's pretty fun.
Right. Because it was they won, but they won with some small ball. Right? They did some they executed the hit and runs, and they got the bunts down, and they maybe did a suicide squeeze, and they had some delayed steals, and then when the other team did something that they didn't like, somebody put one in their ear. Old fashioned baseball.
That's right.
None of this Willie Adames grabbing their crotch at second base and having a good old time. Old fashioned baseball.
Sure. Not sure where you're going with that, but okay, if that's the way you feel. See, the nice thing about this too is it's very subjective. That you and I could have very different, outlooks on the series.
Yeah. Okay. I'm having a whole problem with this whole approach because this is very Matthew. This is like, I am going to completely and totally ignore the bad situation by not talking about it at all. Instead, we're going to get around the campfire and sing Kumbaya.
Ben, our listenership has dropped by 20%. Okay, I'm just trying to save us, man. Go with it.
Okay. Well, okay, sure. You think Kumbaya? That's going to bring the listeners back.
Giants fans don't want to be talking about all the crap. Okay, they just want to like come and listen to a little fun talk about the Giants. Now, we're always going to talk about the current series, so I think there'll be plenty of opportunities for Ben to get his.
Well, I was just going to say, angry rants are funny.
Especially when you do them, yes.
Right, and I say all the things that they can't, right? Because they would they have pride, they have dignity, and I don't have any of those things. So they can come here, they can get the catharsis to be like, yeah, and then let's face it, most of them are like, God, this guy's so dumb. So I make them feel smart, right? Yeah. Okay. So I can still do that?
Sure, but for now though, I want you to give me for the first 2 games of the Cubs series, where were you? Where are you on that fun thing?
You know what, Matthew? I like close, tight, well-pitched ball games. You know? I don't like 5-out save attempts. I don't like the Giants not getting the Manfred runner across home plate. But when you factor in Friday's game, I think I'm the bottom cherry on a 5-cherry cocktail pick. That's what I am.
Oh, so you're positive.
You're positive. Going positive. Yeah, I'm feeling positive. Like, you know what? They're 500 in this series, and they lost because the overpaid hitters can't beat some guy whose name is Ben. That's lame.
It is lame.
All Bens are weak. Everybody knows that, and
everybody
couldn't beat a Ben, and then the bullpen. But we knew the bullpen was bad. We said so at the beginning of the season. So, I'm not surprised, and therefore I'm going to chalk this up as positive because of all the home runs. Matt Chapman is back.
Exactly. I'm with you. I am like the chartreuse in the last word. That's where I'm at because I feel like that's high up there, man. That's after that Friday game. I felt like, this is the Giants offense that we've come to expect.
Okay, don't go on and on about how many runs they scored. Okay, you did that with the 19 runs, and then look what happened.
I know. I didn't say the word. Okay. I didn't say anything.
Okay. All right.
But we're recording this a day early, so maybe we should do like a one after the third game.
Yeah. And then I can edit. Okay. Right. So we do a vibe check as if they won the series, and we do a vibe check as if they lost the series.
Correct.
And then we'll edit it so that the right one goes in. Okay. Cool.
Okay, but remember you're editing, so you're going to do this, right?
Yeah. No, I promise I won't forget.
Okay. All right. I'll trust you.
Good. Yeah, I'm
okay. So the Giants have won the series.
Oh yeah. I'm half in the bag, dude. I'm 3 sheets in the wind. I'm drunk as a skunk. I am
shirt balls.
Faced. Give me a shirt balls, Bob.
Shirt balls.
Yeah. See, I'm shirt bald faced.
Way to be on it, Bob. Way to be on it. I too am really excited. I'm like 3 shots of tequila with some lick of salt and suck of lime. I'm all excited about how this series went. Okay. So now the Giants lost. So the Giants have lost the series, Ben. How are you feeling on the whole fun level?
Matthew, I was feeling pretty good even after the bullpen meltdown. Even though they couldn't beat a Ben. But after what happened today, man, I'd rather drink a Negroni.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went from like 5 cherries or half in the bag to a Negroni?
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you because I feel like that's been our season, right? You're from the highs.
Yeah.
And the Negronis.
Yeah, like the one thing we cannot be is homeostasis. It has so been written by the baseball gods. And so...
All right, you've convinced me.
Yeah.
I, too, am... I'd rather drink a Negroni.
Cool, all right,
yeah.
Good work. I will edit out the appropriate one, and nobody will ever know the difference.
Okay, all right. So what are we going to talk about today, Ben? Well, we are going to talk about the first 2 Cubs games, because those are the ones that we've seen.
Mm-hmm. No.
Will you edit that too?
Well, yes. Here's well, I guess we'll do that when we get to the Cubs series. We'll cover all 3 games.
Okay. All right. I don't know how we're going to do that, but okay. I will trust you. Second segment is going to be, and again, I'm doing an executive move here, Ben. Happy moments. I'm tired of talking about the negative. We've been just hammering everybody who deserves to be hammered. I want to pull out some happy moments, some happy thoughts.
Matthew, this is Giant Cocktails. Everybody deserves to be hammered all the time. Drink responsibly, folks. Don't drink irresponsibly just because 2 old men sitting in their closets told you to. And I'm not telling you to. I'm just suggesting it as an option when you're feeling sad.
Correct. Tidbits, Ben. Some tidbits need to be discussed. One is that we have a new third base coach.
Hey, we do. We fired Ron Wotus.
Yes.
Yep. It was his hair. It was too nice. They were like, Liz, get him out of here. No, it turns out Ron Wotus did not want to go back to a full-time coaching position. That was so this was always an interim thing. Yeah. So the Giants hired
Gary Pettis.
Gary Pettis. That's right. A man who is very experienced. A man who takes his job so seriously, Matthew. He showed up in Milwaukee. And he was like...
Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's right. Milwaukee. And he was like, I need to get to know the guys. I don't, know what that means. Did they all have to, go out into the outfield and, run for him?
I hope so.
Yeah?
I hope so.
Yeah. They all had to,
I want to see your first to third.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
just,
Everybody out there had to do the first to third. Yeah. He got them all on the treadmill, measured their cardio. Yeah. Whatever. He was doing something.
And now he's our third base coach. First came back, they scored a
Shirt balls.
ton of runs.
Nice.
So I feel like he gets credit for that.
I agree. The third base coach, very responsible for that.
Exactly. We did have a little pitching change over the last couple of days. Now, you created some nicknames, and I'm going to just read it how you put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Will cannot get anyone out, Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
And Carson, feed me, Seymour. Where one was out and one was in.
That's right.
So no more Wilkin not get anyone out, Ramos, because he could not get anyone out. And instead we have Carson, feed me, Seymour, who also really couldn't get anyone out. But then he had a big lead, so it was fine.
Yeah, and he settled down a little bit. It was fine because the run, the differential was so high. But nothing's easy, right? Nothing's easy right now.
No. Down on the farm, speaking of nothing being easy, we had some injuries.
Uh-oh.
Christian Koss broke his wrist, I think. And Grant McCrae broke his hamate bone. Both are out for a long time.
Yeah, hamate bone's a problem.
I feel like we should just evolve. The evolution eventually should just eliminate that hamate bone. I don't think we really need it.
It's a floater, I believe. It floats in the hand. And it's kind of in the center there, and yeah, it gets torqued around a lot when you're swinging a wooden club.
Yeah, I think it should just be eliminated.
Yeah. Pablo, I think, had both of his removed or something, or he broke both of them anyway. Back in the day.
Once you break them, then they kind of go in there and just be like, you don't need this.
Yeah. It's like your tailbone. They just get rid of it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, your tailbone, your wisdom teeth, your appendix. You got to get all those. Your spleen. I mean, you need.
You got some superfluous stuff.
It's not like your spleen doesn't do anything. It's important. But like you could live without it. Okay. Might as well get your
I'm gonna keep mine in.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. You get your gallbladder removed. You get your nipples removed. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
no. And then little toes.
Kind of like mine too. I'm gonna keep that one.
Yep. And I'm out. That's all I got.
Okay. Also hair. Just lose that. Whatever. Anyway, Ben, we had a little game 1 action.
Oh, we're talking about the Cub series?
Game.
We're talking about the Cub series now. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Cub series. I'm transitioning. I'm segueing into the Cub series by mentioning that we hit 7 home runs, the most ever in Wrigley Field. And we've been playing there since 1914.
The most the Giants have ever hit at Wrigley Field is 7 home runs?
Yes.
And that happened just then?
In one game.
I think we also set a record for the most times that we got hits in Milwaukee, or at least inside of the dome.
We did. You were right. We did. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. This offense really is good.
Getting better. Starting to show up.
Way to go, Buster.
And I think that's kind of the takeaway of that game was that look at how scary our lineup can be when everyone hits.
Yeah. When Casey Schmidt and Bryce Eldridge are really tearing it up, just like Buster planned. Yeah. Yeah. It is amazing. It is.
After Friday, I actually started to think, poor Elliot Ramos.
Well, yeah, he's hurt, dude. It's hurt real bad.
I know, but at some point he's going to come back, and if everybody's like all hitting, then he's going to be riding the pine.
It does seem that way. Or we could just go back.
Luis Ariz gets traded. Casey Schmidt moves into second, and Elliot Ramos slides into.
Yes, that is true. Or we just go with worst defense in the outfield, and we put JHL back in center, and we slide old Ramos over to right field.
Okay.
Ramos in right field at Oracle. I don't know. Why did I say that out loud? Why did if Vitello's going to do it now? I put it out in the universe, and he's going to do it. It's what's going to happen. They're not going to trade Ariz because they're going to be like, for the memories. We're going to keep Ariz all season. They're not going to trade him, and then we're going to. And so yeah, Ramos is going to play right field, and oh God.
Ben, you asked me that question. Speaking of Ariz, you asked me that question this week. You texted me saying, "Should the Giants not trade Ariz for the memories?"
Yeah. Let's say the Giants start scoring runs, but they can't get back in the race, right? They play. Let's say they get to mediocrity, right? And so they're 500 for the rest of the year. They would still be. God, I can't. They would still be. I'd rather be drinking a Negroni games out.
Yes.
And so. Did I do that right? Was that?
You did. That's perfect.
Okay,
I appreciate that.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, but they're playing better ball. They're more fun. They're scoring lots of runs. Runs are fun. And Ariz.
Well, and Buster did say that the Giants are in the memory making business, not the winning business.
That's true. That is true. And we do remember the bad teams.
That's true. We do, don't we?
We do.
We remember the bad players.
God, you're
too.
absolutely right. He did say. Oh my God! It's all. Et tu, Buster. I kind of don't want them to trade Ariz, but I don't want to.
Oh. Really?
Well, yeah, because
so you're going to be a fan. You're going to be a fan here and not a pragmatist.
What?
That's so unlike you, Ben.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, okay. No, please finish then.
But I don't want to be that kind of fan.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be that kind of fan.
Okay.
So
trade him.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't have your cake and eat it too, people. And I know, you still have it when you put it in your mouth. The point is that you can't look at it and have it be whole and pretty and then also consume it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a French queen. I know she wasn't a queen, and I know she didn't actually say it. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. Game 2, a little bit different story.
Yeah.
Although, could we just like move the runs around a little bit? Like we have skyrocketed up the season long rankings in terms of like runs scored and all that over the last week or two because of some really big games, and yet
I regret to
we go to the next game and we're only scoring like 2 runs.
I regret to inform you, Matthew. No, we may not.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
That is not the way this lineup works.
No. I mean, a well-pitched game. Yeah, it was... it
was a very well-pitched game.
Yeah. Good old Ben Brown was really, really difficult to hit.
Hey, look. First of all, Bens are great. Okay, my apologies to those of you who are listening to the show and are a Ben or love a Ben. Well, I mean, you all love a Ben. We all know that. So I apologize to all of you who are fans of me, whose feelings were just hurt that I was disparaging myself. My apologies. But no, this guy's actually been pretty good all year. So it's not like this was a fluke. It's not like this was some flyby guy. This wasn't a junk lefty who just dominated the Giants. This was a very good right-hander who dominated the Giants.
The funny thing is, as soon as he leaves, they bring in a left-hander to face Devers, and then Devers deposited into the outfield. And I knew that was not going to be enough runs. I knew it.
Yeah.
And then Pete Crow Armstrong showed up and did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then did his thing again. I do want to take some blame for that.
Do it.
Like in Ghostbusters, when it's towards the end and they're like, they realize that whatever they think is going to be like the worst thing that's going to happen.
Wait, can I get... Oh, I see. I thought it was going to be like, we came, we saw, we kicked its ass. No,
that would be cool, but no, that's not the scene I was thinking of. It was...
Oh, you're at the end.
It's the scene where he's saying, clear your minds, and then all of a sudden they're like, one of the guys goes, oh no.
No.
And then,
are you telling me you pulled a Venkman?
I did, because we had one out left. Pete Crow Armstrong coming up, and then I was like,
you thought of the Puft, man.
First, I was like, hey, I said, we could win 4 games for the first time this season.
Oh, stupid Matthew. God.
I thought that out loud. And then I thought, no, get that out of your mind, because Pete Crow Armstrong's probably going to hit a home run right here.
I like how you just said, I thought that out loud. We should put that one on a shirt. That one's going to be on one of our shirts. When we have merch, it's going to be like, I thought that out loud.
I did think it out loud. I actually said it. Nobody was in the room with me. I just said it out loud. And the next thing I know, Pete Crow Armstrong is hitting a home run, and I'm like, this is just like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I just wish this into existence. I couldn't help it, and so I'm sorry, Giants fan. It was totally my fault that we did not win this game. Not the fact that Keaton Wynn was being asked to do a 5-run save. Not the fact that Buster Posey doesn't feel like it's important to invest in a closer. It was my fault.
Camilo was like really started to find his stride, by the way. He's not getting save opportunities, but he's like the second guy, you know. And because they're still going with, I think, Bednar? Is that? Anyway.
Killian. Anyway,
I just thought I would
Game
throw
3,
that
Ben?
out there.
Game 3, I feel like there's some important things that we should mention about Game 3.
Oh, yeah. We're only going to talk about Game 3 if Trevor McDonald throws a no-hitter. So here's my thought. I'm just going to say right now, and in Game 3, Trevor McDonald did not throw a no-hitter. Because that's the only way.
Astute analysis.
That's the only
astute analysis.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to come back in here and add material to this show is if something like that happens. Like it's either that or there's like some sort of calamity. And I don't.
Should I say something to the effect of, but it was so close, Ben. It was on the edge of the seat, or, yeah, that was never going to happen.
No. Well, you could say that now, and then sure, I won't edit it out.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Well,
just like I totally remembered to edit out the stuff up above. I will also correct this part. Yeah.
I see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben, let's move on to happy topics.
I thought we were already talking about happy topics.
We were talking about the series last time.
We talked about a really well played baseball game by both teams until the 10th inning. I mean, I think things went wrong in the 8th inning when Vitello brought Keaton Wynn in with 1 out in the 8th. He brought his closer in with 1 out in the 8th because, he always does. That makes me...
Okay.
I feel good. I feel good about that. That made me happy.
It did?
I'm happy when I'm angry. It's complicated.
Okay. It is complicated, but that makes sense to me now. Okay, but we are going to be happy about things that are happening on the Giants, independent of their record.
Okay.
1, Casey Schmidt continues to play at an all-star level.
But you said we couldn't have two. Like I asked you before I asked you the question about trading Arise. I just said, because Casey had just hit a home run, I texted you immediately after that, and the question was, can we have 2 All-Stars? And you said no.
I still stand by that, but I'm going to make the argument that Casey Schmidt is playing at an all-star level.
Oh, he's
but
going to be the
when
number
you
one
are
snub.
one of the lower teams on the totem pole, you're not going to get 2. But Casey Schmidt is actually a better hitter in the same category of all-star voting than Shohei Ohtani.
Wow.
In several categories, home runs, batting average, it's Casey Schmidt is having a better season as a hitter. So Shohei should be on the all-star team as a pitcher.
Yeah. What?
And Casey Schmidt should be on the all-star game as a hitter.
Why can't he just be on the team as a pitcher?
Because everybody loves Shohei Ohtani and they're not going to, they want him out there.
And they don't want to take a spot
the other
away
problem
from a
is that
pitcher?
the other problem is that the other DH that's doing really well this year in the National League is Kyle Schwarber, who actually leads the National League in home runs.
But I hate that guy. So he shouldn't make it.
I hate him too. But then the All-Star game is in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Listeners, I don't know why I hate him. Somebody, go onto the Spotify or the YouTube and just say, you hate Kyle Schwarber because X.
Okay.
Because I don't know. It's not like...
I think we all know.
Do we? Why?
I hate him. I hate him too.
But why?
Because his name is Schwarber.
Oh, it's the name?
Well, and the fact, I think there was something about his contract and just, I don't know
anything about that. But I do like it how he just walks around out there and he just Schwarbers around. And it's offensive. Okay, well, now I really don't like him because he's taking away Casey's all-star spot. We should compare WAR and WRC between Arise and Casey, but we should do that as we get closer to the all-star selection. Maybe when you come back from wherever it is you're going. It was France and Morocco.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah. Okay. But I think Casey should be on the All-Star team. I think the fact that he just keeps going and going, he has 14 home runs now. Matthew, he's on pace to hit like 39 home runs still. What?
First of all, he has 15 home runs.
I shortchanged him.
You did. But you're right. Yeah. He deserves to be on there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
2 I'm going to combine together. Ben Jung-Hoo Lee and Bryce Eldridge over the last week have the 2 highest batting averages over the last 7 games in the National League, in the majors, actually.
Okay.
Last 7 games, Jung-Hoo Lee is batting .571 and Bryce Eldridge is batting .481.
Yes. And I have always believed in both of these gentlemen.
You believed in one of them. That's for sure.
I believed in both of them. The always part wasn't there.
Bryce Eldridge, let's talk a little bit about him. Seems to be coming into his own. He's almost, I want to say almost. It has gotten to the point now where I think he has made the case that he's an everyday player.
I totally agree. And I think what is happening here is you have an individual who is just very, very talented at this game, right? And that's how these guys happen. That's how they happen. I mean, you have the Luis Arises and the Tony Gwynns of the world and the
Yes.
Whatever. I was going to throw in another guy's name, but I can't remember one of the greatest baseball players to ever play, so...
Rod Carew?
No, not who I was thinking, but he was Jewish. He converted. I just remember that from the Hanukkah song.
That was Rod Carew. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you remember about Rod
Correct.
Carew. Okay.
Correct. That's what I remember about Rod Carew. No, I still don't remember the guy's name. And I'm not going to describe him to you because it's really, really embarrassing that I can't remember his name. I'm getting old. And, it's really hot in this closet. And I'm drunk. So there's reasons. What were we talking about again?
Bryce Eldridge and Jung Hoo Lee.
Right. Bryce is very gifted and talented is what I was saying, Matthew. And sure, like,
Was he in the gate? He's in the Major League Baseball GATE program?
yes, exactly. He was on the accelerated path, Buster. Where they graduate early and then they have a year abroad. Because they go find themselves on the trains in Europe. But no. So my point is, Matthew, he's adjusted. He's adjusted to Major League pitching, right? The power isn't quite there yet, but whatever. That's typical of guys his age. So
Yeah,
I'm not really worried about that. What will be interesting to see is when the league adjusts to him, right? I think that is the hardest challenge that any player faces is when everybody starts putting in serious effort to figure out how to get you out. And he has to get over that hump next. But you don't wait for these guys. You don't put them in the oven for some predetermined time and measure out the salt and the nutmeg and get those ratios just perfect so they're well seasoned. You just get out of their damn way, Buster. So thank you. And Tony, no more days off for the 20-year-old. Unless he starts striking out, I don't know, 10 times in a row. It's been fantastic. I can't wait to see more of it. It's one of the few things that I am looking forward to for the rest of the season. Finally, the Eldritch Knight is free. And he is striking fear into the hearts.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Jung Hoo Lee, 14-game hit streak. I'm feeling really good about our little
wager.
Our
wager.
Jung Hoo Lee can finally earn some Ben respect. That's
right.
That's what I'm feeling good about.
You were so invested in this. I really do think you think you're going to get something. I'm not going to respect you, Matthew.
Can't wait till you're drinking that Negroni.
I would love to know what changed. I would love to know. How did this happen?
It just all clicked. Just clicked. Sometimes things just do that.
I hate that answer. I do not want to hear that. I do not want to hear it just clicked.
That's what experience is, though. Experience is at some point it clicks and they start using that experience to their benefit.
So what you're saying is
there's a learning curve. Yeah, he was eating up the Korean league, and then he gets here and he's like, oh wow.
Okay, so what you're saying is what took Bryce Eldridge 2 weeks to do, it took Jung Hoo Lee 2 years to do. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, he had the collarbone, and there was there was a little bit more of a learning curve. I will give you that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Matt Chapman.
You mean Guy Chapman?
That's right. Guy Chapman was on fire this week. 8 RBI on Friday was the most in a single game in the San Francisco era.
Woohoo!
Which is quite the accomplishment, I think. What I also thought was interesting is that he has hit 3 home runs this week after hitting none for the entire months of April and May.
Yeah. I mean, well, Matthew, you know what happened.
What happened?
It just clicked.
It's just clicked.
Yeah,
That is correct.
Yeah.
Thank you for that astute analysis. I concur.
I mean, that's Matt Chapman for you, except usually he clicks like 3 or 4 times every season, and he hadn't clicked yet.
But again, if he can keep this up, and all of a sudden the guys that were paying millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars for that matter, to hit like it do, then this offense is going to be fun to watch. Will it be enough? I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it will be fun to watch, which is why we're having the fun meter instead of the win-loss records. Another happy thing, Ben, is that Jonah Cox got the opportunity to hit against position players this week.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. And
he might be the only player in Major League history to get his first Major League hit off a position player, and then in an entirely different game against an entirely different position player, get his first Major League home run.
Yes. Not at the same time, you mean? Because actually...
Yeah, because theoretically that could happen.
Well, and it would be more likely.
Right.
Because like position players suck at pitching. That was... I mean, don't get me wrong. Very cool. Like he got the hit, which he did in his, he didn't get struck out by the guy like Rafael Devers. He didn't pull a Devers.
Right. He did
so
not.
That was cool. But we already talked about that. The home run counts. He still gets to run around the bases, and he gets to laugh about it too, for the rest of forever. He'd be like, "Yeah, I embarrassed a guy." It's kind of embarrassing when a position player gives up the home run. Even though everybody's like, whatever. Like, you remember those kind of more than you do. Everybody pays closer attention to you as the pitcher when that happens. Whereas when a hitter hits it off a regular pitcher, they're all like, oh, the hitter nailed that one,
Yep.
So, no, that's been fun. I agree. That is a very good, happy topic. I like the next one better, though.
You do?
Yeah, I mean...
next Grand Slams? Are you a fan of Grand Slams, Ben?
Who's not a fan of Grand Slams?
I am a fan. I agree. And what I really love about it is that you score 4 runs at once.
Yeah, Matthew, that's the point. Yes.
And when you score 4 runs, it improves your probability of winning the game
to 100%.
For the Giants.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, although if they keep doing it at this rate, they're bound to lose one of these games, just because of
your whole probability thing.
Yeah, probability. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, it doesn't have to happen that way. They could continue to shirk the odds. But I will tell you this: I don't know what the stat is, but I bet the teams that hit a grand slam in a game win a really high percentage of games. So I think, Matthew, they should try to do this every game. I want to see I don't know that I think they should try to do this once a game. They can hit other home runs, so they don't have to have like 100% home runs or grand slams. But I'd like to see them do this every game. That's my vote.
Okay. I want to end this with a little team stats. Ben, the Giants lead the majors in hits. They have the most hits in all of baseball as a team.
Yeah, where are they in walks?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that.
Oh, this
question.
is happy topics only.
Yes. We're not talking about how they're last in the league in walks.
Walks are boring.
By like 34 walks to the next closest team. We're not going to talk about that.
Screw you, Brad Pitt, and your stupid money ball.
The Giants, though, have their OPS now. They're 9th in OPS. They have, and since May 19th, they lead the major leagues in home runs.
Whew.
One Casey Schmidt with 9 home runs, has the most in that time frame. And Willie Adames has 8 in that time frame. So, again, we're starting to see this offense come out the way we talked about it at the beginning of the year, where they were going to be a top 10, maybe even a top 5 offense. And we're finally starting to see that. Maybe too little, too late.
Maybe.
But at least it's fun.
Maybe. Dude,
Probably.
You changed the show so that we can't even talk about the record anymore. That's how bad the record is. Okay? We can't even I have to say we're Negroni games out of we're Negroni games under 500, Matthew.
Yes.
We have to win Negroni number of games in a row just to get back to 500. And that's going to take more, that's like 2.5 weeks.
I'm not arguing with you on that. What I am saying, though, is that if they continue to hit the stun out of the ball, at least it'll be fun to watch.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
Because, there was a while back where I didn't want to watch games anymore. Now I'm like, ooh, I wonder how many runs they're going to score today. Let's see.
And you know what? When you score a lot of runs, you know what else becomes less of a problem?
The bullpen?
The bullpen. I mean, scoring lots of runs solves a lot of problems.
It does. I think we should do more of that.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody call the Giants. Somebody tell the Giants. More runs. Bob?
The Giants, he'll get on it. Get on it. Ben, the Giants do not get an off day on Monday, like I thought they did. They actually go straight into playing the Washington Nationals on the 8th. And it's a 3-game series at home. The Nationals are 32-32. The Giants' record versus them last year was 2-4. Actually, I'm not gonna. I don't even know. I haven't looked at all of them, so never mind. I don't even know how many it doesn't matter what their record was last year. Probable starters though for this series: Logan Webb versus Miles Mikolas, and I want to say that's not good. Like he actually owned us last time. I want to say I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm remembering his name, and I want to say it was bad, but maybe it was good. I don't know. Adrian Hazardy's Nuts against Andrew Alvarez. And Robbie Ray versus Foster Griffin. The over-under for walks issued by the starting pitchers in that series is 27.
Did you make that up?
Totally made it up. But it felt true. You thought about it for a second, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, head on over to giantcocktails.com to make your... Oh, you're not. It's not betting. What are we doing? Buy your shares in the prediction market. Whoa! We made gambling legal. I did it. I'm gonna be rich.
Isn't it time for the booze, boys?
Yes, it is time for the booze.
What are you drinking, Matthew?
Bob, I'm drinking a Watermelon Basil Margarita. It's got 2 ounces of Blanco Tequila, 3/4 ounces of lime juice, 1 ounce of watermelon syrup that I used in the last drink, and I still had some, so I'm doing it again. If you don't have that, you could take 3/4 ounces of simple syrup and muddle it with 4 or 5 watermelon chunks. Same difference. You're going to add 1/4 ounce of Cointreau and 4 to 5 basil leaves. You're going to shake all those in a cocktail shaker with ice until well chilled. And you're going to double strain it, because you'll get little chunks of basil if you don't, into a chilled rocks glass with fresh ice and garnish with a watermelon chunk and or basil leaf. That's what I'm drinking, Bob. The Watermelon Basil Margarita.
That's a tasty cocktail. What are you drinking, Ben?
Well, thank you for asking, Bob. That's very kind of you, Bob. Today I am drinking a cocktail made famous in Spain called the Carajillo Puesto. What is in a Carajillo Puesto? Well, it only has 2 ingredients, so you might not even call it a cocktail. I'm not one of those word guys. Like, whatever. You want to call your whiskey with club soda a cocktail, then I agree. It's a cocktail. So is this. What's in it? It has 2 ounces of licor 43. And then it has 2 ounces of espresso. First, add your licor 43 to a rocks glass with ice, and then carefully layer the espresso on top. This is an after dinner dessert cocktail. You know, it's like after dinner coffee / cocktail dessert. It's a digestif.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. It is very, very good.
That's a tasty cocktail.
Thanks, Bob. It is. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us. We will be back in 1 week because Matthew is going to Morocco to dry out watermelon. This was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. The whole thing's going to disappear, but that's what he's doing. And so he won't be here because they don't have internet in the watermelon drying fields of Morocco. It's a whole thing. But yeah, so we're going to be gone for a long time. My apologies. But if you really want to talk to us, you can reach out to us on the social medias where we go by the name Giant Cocktails. We won't reply right away, but you could.
I'll try and check them while I'm drying out watermelon in Morocco.
Okay. You do that. You do that. You might need a satellite phone. Also, you can leave comments on YouTube and Spotify. But if you're not going to do any of those things, but you feel like you need to do something, why not leave us a positive review at your podcasting platform of choice? Bob, how many stars should they give us?
Leave a 5-star review, people.
Yeah. Don't hurt Bob's feelings. He doesn't have feelings. That's right, because we're men. Right, Bob? Yeah.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Because you're not real. Matthew, it was great talking San Francisco Giants with you. Until next time, cheers, my friend.
Cheers, Ben. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Wear sunscreen in Morocco.
Congratulations. You've survived another episode of Giant Cocktails. Until next time, here's mud in your eye.
Dried out watermelon in Morocco. Looking forward to doing all that.
Yeah, why? Okay, first of all, hang on. I just gotta dried watermelon. Crispy dried watermelon. They sell it at Trader Joe's. Shows what I know. I thought you were lying. I thought you were making something up. You're like, oh, I'm going to Morocco to dry out my watermelon, and I was like, that's stupid. No, you're not. You're going to hunt. You're going to hunt endangered animals in Africa, aren't you?
No, I would never do that.
Morocco is in Africa. I know that.
I'm going to a tropical location to relax and eat
iguana.
Really, really good food and drink lots of really, really great drinks.
Mm-hmm. And you're not taking your brother.
No, I am not.
That's fine. I've just already replaced you with AI Matthew. He's 47% more likely to have a point.
Well, that is true. Verifiable, for sure.
Subscribe now while you're still drunk.